Well, this is Bunji Garlin, the Viking of Soca, coming to you live right now from New York City. Right now you're watching Boom Shots TV. Vikings, axes up. Mad.
Hey! Ready, major. Look how the sun now raising up, and the crowd now waking up. The atmosphere have vibes, and nothing can break it up. The girl them a wine non-stop. We are the drinks them in a my cup. We gonna party all night, all night. Hey, 24 parties we hit in a row. Tonight at the very last show. Before we are out on the road, the girl them a release the load. So let me see your hands up, so everybody know, put your hands up, so yeah. If you're ready for the road, let your friend them know. We're ready for the road.
Well, it feels good, first of all. Overall, before first of all, it feels good overall. Now to the first of all. First of all is that this is a song that was done. We did a song basically of how we feel. We felt to do this soca track in a different way.
That's the game.
Right? Different energy. We just felt to just do something different. Right? And that is in no way meaning that what we do with soca over the years, that we're taking anything away from it, or that it is not valid, or that anything like that. It is, we just came to a point that, hey, we started to feel boxed in, and we want to try something different. Myself, the producer of Different Trilogy, Sheriff, also Jared, right? Even Fair Lands, right? Because she saw the creation of that track from early, you know, and she was there giving 100% support. You know, saying, nah, you know, yeah, this, that. When the idea came of getting one of the local rock singers, or in which Trinidad and Tobago have a lot of. Fair was the person who came up with the idea of Nigel Rojas, who did back and vocals and also played the flamenco guitar in the track. Which the guitar he took in one take. Yeah, one take. He just played that one take. And yeah, and said, you'll go to that, say yeah, he said, alright, see you all next time, and pick up the guitar and walk out. Right? It was that simple. That song had no complications behind it. It was one of them moments like you reached the point of where this is possibly a new way you could do music. We started, that song was built in 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20, I went by Sheriff, Faye was doing, she was in class studying law, so they had problem with parking. So I took her across to the school, drop off. I went to the studio 2 streets away, killing some time. Sheriff took up the electric guitar, started strumming. He strummed, he started playing it in the piano instead. As soon as he played that piano, bam, 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 that whole melody, and I just started, the sun now raising up, and the good now waking up. And I just started freestyling a little bit, just, you know, just to catch the idea and keep the idea. And so Sheriff called the microphone one time. But on the mic, I just voiced it out. Went over with it, came back the next day, voiced out the song out. On the way home is when I played the song for Faye. She said, "Yo, this bad." I said, "We want to get rock with." She said, "You Nigel Rojas. You use Nigel Rojas." That was that. That song didn't take 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It was a simple case of 5 instruments in the song. Only 5. Drums, drums, guitar, bass, piano, synths. That's it. You know, for all who know soca music, know any soca song has anywhere from 10 to 10,000 instruments behind it. We decided to simplify it. But it wasn't the first time that something like that would have been done. Because the original songs of Trinidad and Tobago years ago was simplified version of song. But that's what makes it so effective. You didn't have all the distractions behind it taken away from the song. What you had was a straight in your face song, music that accompanied first off.
So I think it's the fact that it was that simple that so many people latched onto the song.
Yes, because it was easy to gravitate towards, it was easy to sing, it was easy to remember. The key point after easy to sing was easy to remember. That is what makes many hits today. The fact that and that's why you find there are so many songs, they're so big, And you don't even understand why they're big. Because in your mind you say that this one is crap. But why it's so big? Because it's easy to remember. Because in the same breath you saying this song is crap, you already in your mind started singing the chorus of that same crap song that you heard in the first place. And it's so easy to remember that you just can't get out of the blood. So you find yourself the song that you don't like, you're walking on the road and you're humming it. Next thing you're singing it. Boom. Jared, who works with Sheriff, he knows, he knew Chris Jillionaire, right? You know, he just linked him and said, hey, we have this song and we like to do a mix and next day. Like a major is a mix. Do we all do and something like that. At first they said no, they might not have been able to do it because of their tour schedule. Anybody who knows major is schedule know their tour. It was crazy. So it happened that one of the dates we scheduled just some other time, it's you. So it ended up with a spot with a few days when they had time to do it. And by that time, Julian had already discussed with the flow and all shit. They were like, hey, let's go with it. Yes, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I know of that part. So I don't know if it was a case of Julian saying, hey, I'm from Trinidad and this is what you know, then we make something happen. Or if it was a case of Diplo saying, yo, never heard something like this from Trinidad. We don't know what is the case. We know that they decided to do it. So we took all the files, sent it up. I think I just did over a few vocals or something like that. So they could right, yeah, so they could implement it where they wanted. And they went to work. What amazed me though was that long before they released the remix, they started playing the original in many of the festivals and events that they play. One of the first places we saw it was the X Games. Yeah. Right? In Colorado or something like that. I can't remember, somewhere else. Then down the road until we went of course Coachella, Ultra Fest, all of this.
Can you play all in Barclays?
The basketball game we used to have to me all in there. You watch the song movie.
Something's like how? Something over a year?
The song was released November 7th, 2012. So yeah, so it crossed the year mark. It's a year and a month. And it's good. And there was a lesson we learned with this song. I particularly learned the lesson late, which was that and somebody was an eye-opener too. And it was one that it was basically like a message in the one. We need to get back to the point of creating music that could last beyond the 9-month period that we set for our own music. But we have a way of assassinating our own songs before they go to full potential. But we release songs in October, November, December.
For next season.
To start momentum January, February. Yeah. And March, kick it out. Right? Then we decide to stay with it. Run with it until September. Then we start looking for new material for the next year.
So essentially just go with from what I know, this sub-artists usually go in terms of different countries carnival.
Right.
Initially Trinidad is the starting point.
Right, and Miami is the close.
Yes, mine is in October. So
yeah, Miami is the close.
Repeat.
Right. Rinse and repeat, same thing. So when Miami close off, we close that door too. We close that chapter. Then with all the good material in that year, just knock it off. So the song now, that might have been the song. So all of a sudden, just grow beyond the community of the West Indies. In the last 3 months, we'll never see that chance because we already knocked it off. So people not calling the radio stations to request it no more. People not voting for it on social sites. People not pushing it here. They're not sharing it with their friends anymore because as a last song. We get trained into that. It's a learned system. It started as from talking and spending time talking to another area collection. It started as something that was supposed to be a religious something. That when Ash Wednesday come, cut off all those things, right? We learned that cycle years upon years, with the information of why that happening keep dwindling in the darkness. It started to become a tradition all of a sudden. So automatically, generations coming now already built into the system that on Ash Wednesday switch.
So in some cases, you have artists releasing between 3 to sometimes 7 tunes for one season.
Because you know, after that season, you ain't getting a chance to beat out them songs. You ain't getting a chance to entertain the audience that you love entertaining, which is your own people.
So you think with that aspect, the quality of the actual song just drops too?
Well, it could, as well as it could not, because it relies on the artist themselves to pay attention to the quality of what they put out. Right? So I wouldn't necessarily blame, because the fact that they have to put out 6 and 7 is the fault. I would more so blame the artist, because, let me use the word carefully, I would blame the artist. Because if you're an artist, in a trade, if you're an artist, right, or you're artistic, you will know to pay attention to the quality of what you're putting out, even if you're in a rush. You want more time to get the things done. But then too, you have to be wise within yourself. If you know you're not accustomed putting out 6 and 7 songs to get it to what you want it to be, then don't do it. Concentrate on a good 3 or 4. But you see now, everybody wants to run a race. So if I release 16 songs, you must want to release 16 songs too, because you figure like, he alone can release 16 songs. Yeah, but what is the quality of your 16 songs? Well, it could be, and if it's so, it's a good thing. And I'm going to tell you this, I think it's about time too that artists release plenty more songs than they should. That was my thing. I was always an artist that used to release more than 4 songs, right? And I remember plenty of the older artists saying, "Why are you releasing so much songs? You must just release 1 song. Run through Carnival with 1 song." And I was like, no, because I want when I release that I have a catalog. I want to have a repertoire. I want when I go on stage that I could hit your 4, 5, 6 songs and keep the momentum. You see, the thing about it is that I don't necessarily want to go on stage and sing for 5 minutes because I love what I'm doing. And I told one of them straight, I said, if you don't love what you're doing, and this is a hustle for you, and you think the easy way out is, well, I can make a 3,000 if I only sing for 5 minutes, but that's your business. You cheat in this business, so you have no right talking to me. I genuinely love this, and I want to be able to keep giving these people material on top of material on top of material. As fast as I could find it, once I could harness that energy and give it to the people, I want to do it. I must not have a time limit on how long I want to spend on stage or how much material I want to bring. I like to see the music just take its own course. So now that I know what I know musically, I will be applying that knowledge to what we do, and continuously keep seeking ways to do this music that someone was fearful to touch, or they was too scared to try this way, or they wasn't sure to try this way. My thing about it is only 2 things can happen when you do something. It's either it work or don't work. And when it don't work, you find a next way to make something else work, or you find a way to make that work. And if it does work, then you find a way to continuously capitalize on all the work to come from that work.
Look how the sun now raising up, and the crowd now waking up. The atmosphere have vibes, and nothing can break it up.